Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I am just going to be talking about all things content creator. How I got here, how much money I make, how I deal with haters, how I think of content, how long I've been a content creator. Literally anything that has to do with being a content creator, I'm just gonna talk about it here, and it's honestly because of you guys. Yesterday, I posted out on my Instagram story filming a Q&A video today, and not kidding you, 90% of the questions were about my job, how I got here, how I knew I wanted to be here. So I figured I'm just gonna dedicate this whole video to it. Let's get into it. Talking videos can be really hard for me because I'm a certified yapper. Like, I wrote down you guys' questions on my iPad here, and I'm just gonna be referencing them to try to stay on task. When did you know and how did you know that you wanted to be a full-time content creator? When I was 11 years old, my best friend and I, her name was Colleen, every day after school, we were in 6th grade, we would film YouTube videos. I will admit she was more the one pushing it. She was doing the editing. Like, she's the one who's like, Amanda, like, we should start doing YouTube. I didn't even know what YouTube was, okay? But I loved it. And honestly, I loved it. Like, every time we hung out, the two of us loved it, if we're being completely honest, but it's all I ever wanted to do. I loved being behind the camera. I was really, really passionate about it. I was really proud. I was super excited, and I didn't really know that it could be a career at the time, so I can't say that when I was 11 years old, I was like, I want to be a YouTuber. I just knew that I loved creating content. I loved the whole aspect of it, and I wanted to be in that space. As I got older, knew that it was a job that you could actually have. That kind of clicked for me more like my sophomore, junior year, and I started posting videos on YouTube. The problem is that I didn't really have followers. Anyone who's starting out, I just want you to know, like, we all started somewhere, even me now. Like, I still don't feel like I've made it yet. Yes, it's my full-time job, but keep posting, and you have to make sure it's something that you enjoy doing, and it was something I enjoy doing. I love looking back at videos from high school and college, and I have all of those memories captured, and they got no views at the time. Like, at the time, they had no views, but I was doing it because I loved it. How did you grow your social media? In short, TikTok. I have tried to grow on every single platform, but TikTok is the fastest way to grow. It's such short form content too that it's easy. You can push out a whole bunch of content. And I wanna say, for me, I started growing my social media during COVID. I obviously was trying YouTube and I was trying Instagram before that. I was not trying TikTok yet though. I had the app, even though, like, if you had TikTok before COVID, I feel like it was like you would kind of get teased. I don't know why I felt like that, but I did. But anyways, so I was living at college, house with a whole bunch of friends, and during COVID, I moved home for, I wanna say 2 months, just for safety or whatever. And I moved home, and I remember I sat down at dinner with my parents and my brother, and they knew I wanted to do social media. Like, everyone knew. Like, I'm not kidding, you can ask my family or my friends. Everyone knew I always wanted to be a content creator. But anyways, I sat down and we were talking over dinner, and I was like, you guys, I want to do social media. I just want to start posting TikTok videos every single day, multiple times a day. And my brother, like, helped me come up with content all the time. We would brainstorm content together. My original TikTok videos that went viral were trending audio with jokes over it. And I would get, like, if I got 1,000 views, I was pumped. Like, and I still, like, it's so interesting. So anytime, like, my video maybe doesn't do that well, I just remind myself, Amanda, there was a time you were psyched to get 1,000 views. You know, I was psyched to get 10 likes. That time during COVID, I got my followers up to about 6,000 followers, and my engagement was maybe 1,000 to 5,000 views per video, averaging 10 to 300 likes. Senior year of college, I kept posting, but I wasn't as consistent. I was, like, hanging out with my friends a lot more, but I was still doing YouTube. And then after my senior year of college, I was like, you know what? I really want to move for a couple of reasons. Number one was I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. Like, I was graduating college and I was like, yeah. At that point in time, I was like, all I want to be is a content creator. And when I moved, I had nothing to do but create content. So I was creating a bunch of content and just about moving, but I still had never done a talking video. In February of 2022, I posted my first talking video, and it was a talking video about moving to a new city by yourself and how hard it is to make friends. That video got 1.9 million views, and it brought me from 6,000 followers literally to 20,000. While I was really blowing up overnight from that one video, I just started answering the questions in the comments as videos. So it was, how's the dating life? And then I'd do a video of the dating life's horrible. It's horrible. It's dating here is Vegas. It's terrible. It's just like being in your 20s and dating is so hard. So now it's dating content. And then it was me going on friend dates that I met people through Bubble BFF. And then it was, now I'm looking for an apartment. Like I wanted my social media to be around me and who I am, because I always want it to grow with me and I want my audience to grow with me as well, and I find that's very important. How long have I been a full-time content creator? It has been about 10 months. After I graduated college, I moved out to Las Vegas and I job at Caesars, and I was working in the anti-money laundering department, which is like accounting work. I did that for 2.5 years, and then I just quit my job back in November, and I've been doing full-time content since then. I will say that it has not been as easy as I thought it was going to be, but I'm still really grateful that I did it and then I'm doing it. Is how much money do I make off of social media? And the truth is, it's not consistent. It's not consistent. And if you are looking for consistency in your life, you aren't gonna get it with social media unless you start your own business or something, but I feel like that's still not consistent. But anyways, I'll just say back in 2022, I got my first brand deal and it was with Bloom, the stuff that you mix in your drink, and they emailed me and said, hey Amanda, we would love for you to create a video using Bloom to offer you $150 for one video. And I was like, oh my gosh, someone wants to pay me for a video? Now looking back, I was totally undercharging, but I didn't know. It was my first person ever offering me money. So I said yes, immediately signed, great, did a contract with them. And then from there, I was like, you know what? I can make some money off of this. Started getting more brand deals here and there, started seeing that brands were willing to pay a lot more money. Now I have about 195,000 followers on TikTok, a little over 30,000 followers on Instagram, and about 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. I charge, that's so hard. I charge, I wanna say, over $2,000 per video for a TikTok video. Instagram's less, like it's just like hard. Like I can't tell you an exact number for one, it's just like not allowed, like per contract with brands, like I can't tell you the exact number that they're paying me, but I can just tell you that it varies. I'm not gonna lie, if a brand reaches out to me and I love their products and they're like, Amanda, will you create a video for me for $800? If I love their product, I buy it anyway. It would be silly for me to turn it down. And then in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, if I do a video with them this time and it does well, then hopefully they'll pay me again next time. I do have a manager, so she does a lot of negotiating on my behalf, which I find like really helpful just because I don't like asking for money because I don't know, I just don't like it. I feel bad. Everyone's always like, Amanda, it's business. Everyone understands it's business. Like, I know, but I still feel bad. There's a lot of money to be made in social media, but I feel like people think that I make a lot more than I do. Even if I get a $2,000 brand deal, I don't get those all the time. It's not like I'm getting those every day. It's maybe I get 2 or 3 a month, you know? So like one month, maybe I'll make $2,000 and the next month I make 6. So then it's like, okay, now I'm averaging out around 4,000 a month, which is the same as like I was making as an accountant. How do I come up with content ideas? Honestly, that's one of the reasons why I love doing TikTok. It's because I will post anything and everything that's on my mind, and I honestly feel like a lot of times people say you should niche down. Niching down does help grow your page faster, but I never wanted to do that because I like posting because it makes me happy. I love posting. I was like, if I niche down, then it's no longer fun for me anymore, and now it's a job. And I never wanted it to feel like a job. I always wanted to feel like my passion still. For example, cooking videos on my page do really well. Relationship talk, friend talk, things like that, like those do really well. I still want to post my yapping video because I want, you know what I'm saying? So I still do that. So I kind of just post whatever's on my mind, literally anything that I'm thinking. What's my biggest struggle with doing content full time? Honestly, comparing yourself to others. I constantly am looking at other content creators, following, engagement, and I'm comparing myself to them all the time, which is like so bad. Literally, comparison is a thief of joy. But I won't lie, it's like you kind of just do it. I don't know why. I also am looking at like, why are they growing and I'm not? So it's also like more of a strategic standpoint. But I will say I do struggle with that because it's like really hard when I see a bunch of content creators like fly past me and like it's like, oh my gosh, I want that so bad. I'm not upset at them for having it, I just want it too. I will also say that you kind of start feeling validated when a video or a photo does well. And then if it doesn't do well, I don't know, like you're just like, why didn't that do well? Especially if like you worked really hard in it and it was like one that you like were really excited for. for me at least, I'm the mindset of, Amanda, you're doing this because you're passionate about it. You're not doing it for the likes, you're not doing it for the views. At the end of the day, you're doing it because you're passionate about it. What are my long-term social media goals? You know, I actually get this question a lot, not even from you guys, but from my family. Because they're like, Amanda, you're 25 right now. You're in your prime. What are you gonna do in 10 years? I want it to grow with me. I'm not saying I need to be like a family vlogger situation and my kids are always in my vlog, but like at the same time, why can't it be the same thing? Telling a story of what I did that day or a day in my life video. I see it as I want my community to grow with me. Yeah, and I also would like love to one day start my own clothing line and maybe go that route, go more businessy route, and still, I don't know, I see myself always posting. Yeah, like even if I go back to work or even if like I'm like, wow, like this isn't as sustainable as I thought it would be, I think I'll still always post. I really do. Even just people like, what if you get tired of it? Like, okay, like, I don't know, then I'll switch. Then I'll do something else. You know, we have one life, do what makes you happy. And right now, this makes me happy, and this has been making me happy for the last 10 years of my life. So if it makes me happy for 10 more, great. If it doesn't, maybe I'll open a coffee shop. Who knows? I don't know. How do I deal with haters and creeps? I don't care about haters, if I'm being completely honest. Like, I do get haters. I don't care if they're hating on me at all, because I'm like, who cares? Like, why do I care what you have to say? One, it's engagement. Also, it's like, you don't even know me. I do care when people hate on like my friends or my family that's in the video, because I'm just like, come on, like they didn't sign up for this. Like they were just in the video because I'm recording, so that bothers me, but I'll just delete it or like block the person or whatever. I have had one stalker situation, and that was like really scary because I just try to be more careful now. What editing apps and what do I film on? I film my YouTube videos and my Instagram content on the Sony ZV-1. I take my Instagram photos on the Canon G7X, and I edit everything in CapCut except for my TikTok videos. My TikTok videos I film, edit, and post all within the TikTok app. I find that the TikTok engagement just does better when I film and post in the app. I don't know why. It could be a fluke. I really don't know. Hopefully I got everything covered in this video. I hope I did. I tried to answer you guys' questions about being a content creator. If you have more, I of course would love to answer. I'm pretty much an open book, so I will help in any way I can. But I guess to end all be all, if you want to be a content creator, there really is room for everyone in this space.